Welcome to Chess Nerd. Today you will be learning one of the most deadliest openings that will improve your chess. So the most important thing about opening is to get a better center, and this opening lets you do that. Yes, it's none other than Ponziani opening. This opening lets you have a wide center and is full of nasty traps.
What the crap?
Start!
So here you start with basic e4, e5, and knight hitting the pawn and black defends it. And now you play c3. The idea of playing c3 by blocking the development of knight is to play d4 and get a wide center.
Yeah, boy.
Here, best move for black is to play d5. We will discuss about it later, as it is not the most common move according to CDC. Now, the most common move you will see is knight f6. Second most common move is bishop c5, which makes the position of black horrible. I mean, look at this, white is pushing black backwards while developing its pieces. And also, there is a chance of fork here. Now, the most common move you will see is knight f6. And you strike at the center. Now, here are some different lines you need to know, and it consists of nasty traps. Black takes the pawn, hitting the e4 pawn. Now you play e5. Knight has different squares, which leads to traps. The most common move you will see is knight d5. Here, you hot the knight with queen so that you can target the king with bishop. Now, if black plays knight d4, then there is a very brutal trap. You play d5 hitting the knight, then take back the pawn. And now, black has to kick the knight. Here you ignore the fork and play the crazy bishop b5 check. Black can't defend with bishop, so he will play c6 and then you take that pawn. If knight takes it, then take with knight. And this is how line goes, you completely dominating the position. It's just brutal. Now if black takes the knight, then you give check again. And now you play the crazy queen sacrifice. Because you will get back the queen with extra materials. By this time, your opponent wishes never to play chess again. Now here is another crazy line. Black may play queen b6, hitting the bishop and threatening mate. Now you play b7 again, giving check. Queen can't take the bishop as the mating threat will go, and white promotes. So black plays king d8, and now you play knight f7. As king is left with only square, and now you underpromote your pawn to knight winning the queen. This is just mind-blowing. Now coming back to start here, if your opponent plays knight g4, then you can just kick it away and double the pawns, having a winning position. Now what if black plays the best move, pawn d5? Here you play queen a4, pinning the knight. If black takes the pawn, then you take back a pawn with knight adding more pressure. Here you take bishop and win back the pawn and have a totally winning position. So that's how you play this brutal opening. You must seem some other lines, but just continue your development. And with massive center, you will have a better position. Don't forget to like and subscribe.